Just don't do it. And it's not something that I enjoy, just running around in combat with just plasma guns, because if you just have plasma guns, you can't hurt anybody. So you see that actually in the final boss, because one of the dudes has I think 3 weapons: an ion gun that'll stun you for 6 seconds, and 2 plasma guns. It doesn't hurt you. You can ignore that one and just focus on the boss and not have to worry. I mean, the first one you have to kill, but the second one you're gonna leave. I did that on medium when I won. Overall, I'm not too satisfied with my vehicle choices, but these guys do move fast. So I can't quite say I still can't say that I'm totally sold on the vans, but I can say I'm sold on the vans that have 4 slots. Because, yeah, Van's range isn't that great, but it's fine. And with 4 slots, their armor really does help out. Because look at the Van's armor. He's got a longer armor bar than even, what's his name? Frawley. And Frawley's vehicle is the 3rd best in the game, I think. I would say it goes, whatever that guy's name is you kill in the quest to unlock the 2 hover vehicles, and then Ashley, and then it goes Frawley, and then from Frawley it probably goes Dragon. Just because I would rate Dragon higher because I like his starting weapons a little more than Frawley's, but I don't rate him as high because his maximum range and his maximum handling is kind of low. I think he has range that's slightly less than a Van's range, so you got to get him in close to do damage, but he's got really good end weapons. So that would be the reason to take him, to consider using him. Oh boy, we've got Dick Rock. Actually, that's not Penis Rock. That's Turd Pass, because it's long and just keeps coming, and you're stuck there for 3 or 4 screen lengths. Well, you know, if you put all your vehicles up there just by mistake, then you're kind of screwed. Unless you have really long range and a bunch of missiles. So, but we're good. Everything's fine. Sorry for the lack of energy with the commentary. When you have so many minutes of recorded footage and then you have to go back and add commentary, it's twice as long to create this video. So I have that fatigue in me, like, oh god, do I really want to keep going? But I do. This is a shop that just has vehicles, so not too impressed with its turnout. I have no fuel. What else is new? This is a common theme on hard. Oh, but I get into an encounter just before I lose my last fuel piece. Nice! So, take every encounter possible on hard. Some people say, no, because it's hard, you don't want to get into fights. No, you need all the pieces you can get. You need all the fuel you can get. Actually, mixed feelings on that laser still. Yeah, it takes a while to aim, and you gotta baby it. You gotta babysit it. So I don't know if I like it. Although if I had 4 of them, and no escorts, I may be able to survive. But its recharge time is too long. If you had 3 of them and a missile, because the missile's reload time is only 20 seconds compared to everything else. So 3 lasers and a missile, because the lasers would whittle people down, and the missile's recharge time might be able to pick them off, because they might bunch up around your MCV, and you might be able to use a missile to hit 3 of them. So that might work. The missile doesn't do much damage on its own, but the beams themselves would take down the shields and do some damage, so it might work out. 4 railguns would be interesting, but they take so long to recharge and you would not be able to kill all the enemies you need to. There's that achievement where you have to go 10 battles with just the MCV. The MCV with 4 missiles has the highest potential to do that early game. I don't know if that means your other vehicles can't fire or if it means you have to just not have other vehicles. Because if it just means they don't have to, they can't fire, then I can farm it, you know. But here, it always behooves you to try and upgrade. So, there's not that many playthroughs of Convoy right now on YouTube, so I've watched all of the ones I could find. And a lot of people are neglecting their escort, and I have no fuel. So, I can't buy. Yeah. So, they neglect upgrading their vehicles, and that's a little frustrating to watch. It's like, okay, look, you guys, you gotta put Mind Guard on, you know, and you gotta put range on. They'll be throwing out. I always try to just ambush, but this time I just did attack, because ambush can go two ways, and I want to try to avoid repair work if possible. What do we got? Oh my god, I think we got two mediums, a heavy, and two lights. That Jeep down at the bottom right is a light. He's a little bit bigger than the mine thrower at the top there, but he's still considered a light vehicle. They got a lot of missiles. Problem is I should not have launched missiles at him because he's changing his direction too much. My missiles are missing. I'll have to take a hit on that laser. Ugh! But that's okay. It ate his shield, it's eating the mini. That's pretty good. Eat the mini shield. Okay, now it's gone. And its recharge time is just a little bit faster than the railgun. How many times have I said that now? I don't know. You could probably play a drinking game on how many times I repeat myself. But I also have to record this commentary in pieces. I can't sit here for... I mean, already we're over the 2-hour mark, so just imagine sitting down for 2 hours of gameplay and then having to sit down for 2 hours of commentary. So I have to break this up. Otherwise, I'm just going to get fatigued. But so it's cool. So you guys are going to get all of these episodes as is. So just know that it took me twice as long to create this series. So I hope you're happy. All 5 of you who are going to watch this. That's okay. I do this mostly for myself. I want to entertain you guys with games. I want to find games that I like to play that you guys might enjoy watching. So if you guys are still watching at this point, let me know if you like this game, because I don't know if I want to do any more series with it, because as you can tell, it takes a long time to do a mission, an entirety of the mission. It takes a long time to complete this game, if you win. So there's no achievement for clearing the map of beacons, sadly, and I think there should be. I did get 2 achievements in the same playthrough that I think sound contradictory. One says go 7,000 kilometers in a single run. Despite all of my playthrough right now, I haven't gone 6,000 kilometers. And another achievement is speedrun. Complete all of the main objectives and kill the boss without doing any side missions or visiting any beacons. So you'd think that that would be the fastest run you could do. But I got both those at once, because I did all the objectives, and I can't visit the beacon, so in order to grind for parts, for upgrades, I had to just drive along the roads forever, and hope that I get into random encounters. What made the run interesting was I didn't visit the trading stations, the camps, really until I had completed all the missions. So I love that beam. I just killed 2 people. That's awesome. Oh, check what's in the jettison cargo. A heavy railgun. That's for your vehicles. I got mixed feelings on it. It is powerful. It's better when paired. It's not the best weapon because of its slow ass recharge time. I'm tempted to try and throw it on medium, so I like that loadout of weaponry. That heavy machine gun could probably be swapped out for it. It is a direct upgrade in damage, but here's the thing. Would you rather have... See, that vehicle has a heavy railgun. If I could have bought that vehicle and thrown that railgun on, and 2 railguns, that would have been actually pretty sweet. I'll keep that machine gun, I suppose, on standby for a little while. But yeah, I think I was looking to see if there was any use at all for that gun, and I guess I don't have it, so I just sell it because I see now I have 120. Now I could actually buy the van, ditch the car, and put the 2 railguns on the van, and then swap out one of my missiles for that other weapon he's got. But I didn't do that because I needed the upgrade materials. There's just something I'm thinking about now as I look at this footage, like, I could have done that. Bought the van, but then the van wouldn't have had any upgrades. And you, at this point in the game, when you're ready to... I'm not really ready to take on the boss. I haven't done the main missions. I'm trying to do the main missions. It's taking me forever because I'm repairing so much. And you could run around this map forever and do all of the beacons and all the random encounters without touching the main quests. Oh, look what we got here. We've got 4 mediums and a light. Yeah. He's got a railgun up there at the top right. Oh, and the top left. 2 railguns. Together, 3 railguns down at the bottom. Game's just trolling me, man. Just throwing out them railguns. Alright. See, now that I got that laser going on, I might kill the dude, but I want to keep it on the guy who's the most injured. Because if I keep switching targets, I'm not going to be able to focus fire. But I was hoping if that thing blows up, I could go then move it over, try and do some more damage. Overall, they destroyed my armor again. They always destroy my armor. Can't stop them. Okay. You guys take care of him. There you go. The weapon, the dragon has 3 weapon slots. The most slots I've ever seen on a vehicle are 4. 2 utility and 2 weapons. The next best vehicle is 3 weapons. And then the next best vehicle is 1 utility, 2 weapons. Then from there it goes 1 utility, 1 weapon, and then 2 weapons, which is a mixed bag. Personally, I prefer 2 weapons over 1 utility and a weapon. Torek, let's kill them. Exterminate, exterminate. Oh great, we've got 3 heavies, a medium, and a light. Well, let's see what we can do with the railgun with the heavy. It did 2/3 on the heavy. That's not too bad. So, if I could throw a beam down here. And, you know, past self, you probably should be focusing on the heavy who's almost dead. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. And I got that railgun that looks too big for the buggy it's on. Let me look at his health while it fires because it ignores shields. Not sure about it because I can't tell when it fires. I can't tell. I can't tell how much damage it was doing. I'm not even sure if it's an upgrade from the heavy machine gun. It's probably comparable. It probably is better. Like, here's the question though: would you rather have a large weapon that deals 50 damage over 10 seconds, or would you rather have a light weapon, or medium weapon? Okay, so in 50 let's make it 10 seconds. Every 10 seconds it'll fire, and it'll do 50 damage. Or would you rather have a weapon that does a maximum of 40 damage, but fires once every let's see, 2 seconds, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. So really the more shots with the lower overall damage is better, because it's more steady damage. And although the heavy weapon overall still does more damage and more DPS if you do the math, the extra shots are just better. That's my own preference. Some people though would say no, I prefer the heavies because they're ready right away, and if you combine them and you can really do a whole bunch of murder death kills right away. And that is true to some extent. That's kind of like why I don't like crossbows in Sacred. Because crossbows are just slow as shit. And the speed at which you could fire the other bows or other weapons is just asininely better. Asininely? Is just ridiculously better. Because the word asinine means ridiculous, but I don't think you can use that same context. I always wondered about certain words that synonyms, but you can only use one of the synonyms in one certain context. I like how you guys were in a little bunch like that that worked for my MCV missile. That was nice. That was nice of you. Look at my MCV! Oh, damn! That's like a fifth. Probably. Yeah. A fifth or a sixth. That's not a lot of health. I'm trying to dance with that guy down at the bottom. Trying to keep out, but I probably didn't need to do that. I was just trying to keep him from going backwards and getting next to my MCV because I realized that a couple more shots and that it's game over. And look at Farley. Farley's almost dead. Farley's almost dead. My MCV's almost dead. This was not a good combat. I need to go back to the nearest camp. It's 45 away. I think I was going there anyway. The 150 that I grabbed for upgrades is just going to have to go all to repairs. Wow. MCV, well, Farley, I suppose. Usually I go MCV first and I try to max it out. Yeah. And Van and buggies. And oh my god, I have 10 left. I don't think there's any upgrade I can do. And what's in the shop? Oh yeah, that's the vehicles. Oh wait, that van, yeah, never mind. Ugh. You had 150, bud. Now you have 2. 157. Wow. That was expensive. Just get the compression coil. You see, I'm fighting every encounter I get, and as you can tell, sometimes it doesn't pay out. Especially when there are 5 enemies on the screen and you can't kill them that fast. Well, the light's almost dead. That's just a little bit less DPS we gotta worry about. Now there's a medium with a railgun. Actually, isn't he a light as well? No, he might be a medium. I can't tell if that's a buggy or not. I think that might be a light. He's just a stronger light. Maybe. I would call that a medium, though. It looks like the trucks that you start with. And those trucks that you start with in the first set you can pick from are lights. And oh my god, the laser just sat there and shot at nothing when I could have adjusted it and shot the guy in the back. The guy in back of me. Wow. I got no situational awareness here. My armor on my MCV is gone because that guy in the back is peppering me with those plasma weapons. So, for a vehicle that has 3 weapon slots, a plasma gun would be great. Yeah, that's when I could consider plasma to be really good. But it's situational because you don't get many 3 weapon vehicles. 1 in the game that I know. Well, yeah, just 1 in the game. Just the dragon. I've seen the game in one person's playthrough glitched and he got 2 dragons because he got the event twice. They might have patched that by now, I don't know. This game needs a patch though. It doesn't need a content patch so much as it needs a bug patch. The bugs aren't glaring, but I can nitpick them, you know. So, Barry finishes constructing my compressing coil. Well, sure, Barry. Just now I gotta drop those 2 off because now I'm full. So find the nearest camp and then go back to the ship. We only have 26 scraps, so investigate the wreck. A heavy plasma blaster, a super heavy railgun. Wow. Plasma blaster's fodder for the fire, and so is the AID. But I have no fuel. Let's hail them and blast them when they come into range, obviously. 17 fuel and 5 pieces of scrap. Nice.